Let's go. Hello, YouTube. I am Anna, your host today. As you can see, I am not Philip. I still have hair. and today I have Márcio, Bruno, and Nayara. And we are going to talk about how to know yourself. Como se conhecer. That's it, immersion for beginners. So we will switch between Portuguese and English. Imersão para iniciantes, a gente vai variar um pouquinho inglês e português. The main goal to this immersion is to become more confident. Not in English, but confidence in answer questions. Então, não exatamente em inglês, mas confiante em responder perguntas, em se comunicar, em se expor aqui no YouTube. E por isso, essa imersão, as perguntas são feitas em inglês e as respostas podem ser dadas em português ou em inglês. E a gente entende que a gente começa, obviamente, que a gente está aqui numa plataforma de idiomas, em uma imersão para iniciantes em inglês, isso aqui para praticar o inglês. Mas a gente entende que algumas vezes a gente vai começar um pouquinho ali em português ou em inglês e no meio deu aquele bug, eu quero falar alguma coisa que eu não preparei, vai em português mesmo, o importante é se expressar. Beleza? Porque não é todo dia que a gente tem a oportunidade de conversar sobre um tópico tão deep como esse aqui, tão profundo como esse. How to know yourself. So, I'm posting the questions here on chat. Estou com as questões aqui no chat. E vamos começar como nós sempre começamos. Nayara, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, good evening, guys. I am Nayara. I am 30 years old. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I am married and I don't have kids. I just have 2 dogs. And I am a financial analyst. Let me see. I love to talking about deep conversations, you know. I love to talking about feelings, and because I think it's really important to say what do you think and share ideas, you know, with respect always, but we need to put out everything that we think about the world and the things that happen during the day. And I love this kind of topic.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Nayara, how long are you joining Talk and Talk?
I'm here since April.
Very nice. Very nice. Congrats. I think I don't remember you from other immersions. I don't know if you're first time with me as a host, but
no, because we have a lot of people here. I understand you because you know it's hard to remember my face, but it's not my first time with you.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, but let's continue meeting each other. And you, Bruno, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So good evening, everyone. My name is Bruno. I'm 33 years old. I'm married. I live in Sun City, born and raised here all my life. I work at a freight forwarder company for 20 years already. And there I'm part of the collection team. So my job is basically to charge the clients, you know, and make sure that they're gonna pay what they have overdue. And I have 2 kids. I don't know if I've already said it. And yeah, basically that's it.
Yes. And how long are you doing Talk and Talk?
For a long time, since 2020, I think. And
really?
My first was with you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was 2020?
Watching. Oh my God. I am a host since 2020. It's so hard to find someone so old here.
Yeah. These days I was watching the immersion, my first immersion, and I remember that we were in the pandemic situation and there were a lot of people there, you know, and you were guiding all the things, and it was really nice to see, you know.
Bruno, but you saved this immersion. Like, how did you found the immersion, your first immersion? Because I would like to see mine, but I don't know. how I can do it.
Yeah,
The
I was
immersions are always live on YouTube as we are right now. So
Yeah.
if you remember the day, and you can ask to Philip, hey, can you, or you can, você pode ir rolando para baixo até achar o dia ali.
Yeah. I was looking for it and I was scrolling and then I found
okay.
it.
Okay.
Desde quando, hoje teve um assunto importante no grupo de facilitadores que é a playlist de inglês, ela teve 5.000 vídeos lá dentro. Então, desde quando começou a colocar a live, tem 5.000 imersões lá ao vivo. Então, tem hora que vai ser bem difícil de achar.
É, muita coisa.
Yeah, ela tons up. E só para vocês que chegaram agora, né, Márcio e Nayara, né, comparado comigo e com o Bruno, né, que a gente já está aqui há muito tempo, no início as imersões elas não tinham perguntas, elas tinham tipo o tema que a gente pensava ali na hora, e as perguntas a gente enviava, nem era pelo chat, aparecia aqui em cima, né, porque o chat, quando você manda mensagem, ele continua aqui, fica salvo aqui, né, e tinha um modo de transmitir uma mensagem, tipo, para todo mundo, mas a mensagem desaparecia. Então, você tinha que ler a pergunta ali na hora e pá, responder. E aí, enquanto não vinha a próxima pergunta do facilitador, a gente meio que não sabia sobre o que conversar, porque não tinha meio que pergunta. Gente, era muito louco.
Tipo o tempo das cavernas, assim.
A gente olha para trás e fala, caramba, como eu sobrevivi a isso? Eu lembro que uma das minhas primeiras imersões como facilitadora foi uma imersão de terça-feira, 8 horas da noite, e era uma imersão que estava batendo 70 participantes. Imagina, handle 70 pessoas. Tipo, organizar ali 70 pessoas. Na hora de criar salas, era um caos. Era loucura.
Meu Deus, gente, mas o que aconteceu? Que agora só tem 5 ou 6 pessoas normalmente.
Então, as imersões eram... a plataforma era totalmente gratuita nessa época que eu e o Bruno chegamos aqui. E aí... eu acho que basicamente isso, né? E as pessoas eram muito voláteis, assim. Hora a galera participava, hora sumia, hora participava, hora sumia.
Foi bem, quando eu entrei foi bem na pandemia, então assim, lotou, né? Porque a galera não podia sair de casa, então...
É verdade.
Mas foi legal também essa experiência aí.
Foi bom, foi bom. But Márcio, it's your turn. Present yourself.
Hello, good evening. My name is Marcio Nunes. I live my city, Cali de Linhares, in the state of Espírito Santo. I'm 45 years old. I'm married. I live with my wife and my son. I have a little dog. I'm working quality control in the industry here with me. I study English since 2018. I started participating here in Talk the last year, of December. Now I try participate every day, one meeting. During the week, for me, is more easy. During the weekend, I participate Saturday. Sunday is more hard because another activities with my family. But during the week, I'm participating here 8 or 9 p.m. For me, it's a great opportunity because I'm developing my speaking. I studied during three years in the Wizard School. There I learned a lot, grammar, vocabulary, and the other things, but speaking a little. Now I can develop my speaking every immersion and develop a little. And for me, it's a great opportunity.
Yes, very good, very good. Thank you so much, Márcio. So let's go to our topic today. How do you interpret the idea of how to know yourself? And why is self-discovery important in life? Guys, do you know what is self-discovery? Yes?
Se autodescobrir ou algo assim?
Yes.
Autodescoberta.
Yes, very good. for you, Nayara, how do you interpret the idea of how to know yourself, and why is self-discovery important in life?
It's a really difficult question, you know, because I have a lot of things to say, and I don't know how I can start answer this, but I think it's of course it's really important. I think the most important is just be yourself, but people, I think the most of people just can't be yourself when they stop to care about what the others are thinking about me, you know, stop to be so afraid about for example, I want to do something, but I don't know if I will do because this person can maybe they will not like it, you know. I am always thinking about you and not me, and this is terrible for your growing like a person, you know. and and of course I think we need to say more about these things, you know. I think it's important to say what you feel, because I remember that in my childhood, like my parents don't talk to me so much, you know. And nowadays I have this difficult to express my feelings, because for example my mom uh, never talk about this deep, like a deep conversation with me, you know. And
Yes.
I remember that I was thinking about so many things, like I was with many thoughts in my mind, and I was just I was just like, eu só tinha como conversar com amigos, for example, you
Yeah.
know, because eu não conhecia muito sobre mim mesma.
Yes.
Então, this is very difficult, and I think the most important is to say what you are feeling, and for you know that, oh, okay, this is my limit, you know. And I think everyone here have a limit in your life. So maybe you don't like the, I don't know, that I touch you, for example. So you need to say, oh, I prefer that you don't touch me because I don't
Yeah.
like it, you know. These things I think it's important to say.
Yes, but sometimes we know that we don't like something, but we don't know how to express this in a polished way. An example, when we are having a conversation, my mom has the habit to touch me. Hey, you will not believe what happened. Oh my God. And all the time she touched me. And sometimes it makes me feel, yeah, I'm listening with my ears, not, don't need to touch me. But it's my mom, I can say in a informal way, but it's hard to have this
Yes,
kind of.
but I have this thought, because I don't have difficult to say no, you know. And I see many women's and people in general that, oh, I can't say no because it's rude. But I think it's not rude. It's just because you don't want to do something, you know. And
Yes.
I don't know. I don't have this difficult, so I don't know why people just don't say no for the things.
Yeah, for me, it's hard to say no. It's something that I'm trying to learn. And for you, Bruno, what comes in your mind when you're listening how to discover yourself and why it's so important?
Yeah, it's a really difficult question. I was wondering if this immersion is for basic because it's really hard to answer this question, you know. But I believe that what comes to my mind when we ask this question is, it's like the process of knowing yourself, you know. It's like you need to expose yourself in some situations in your life. You need to live, you know. You need to be brave to face the challenge that will come along the way, you know. And it's not just about you, it's about other people as also, you know, because to know yourself in a deep way, you need to have empathy, you know, with the other people, because when you put yourself in other shoes, you know, in other shoes, you can see how is to be in that situation, and how do you can move on, you know, in a certain situation. So it's like it's a lifelong process, you know. I believe that we never will be able to know ourselves so well, you know. Maybe we
Totally,
can,
yeah.
yeah, maybe we can have a huge knowledge about ourselves, you know, but never enough to, you know, to decree that we have uh, all the knowledge, you know. But yeah, day by day we are living and we are learning, you know. So it's I think that it's a good process to live and to learn, and basically that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and I think we change a lot during the years too, you know, because
Yeah.
sometimes, oh, in the last year, I I mm, I like to do something, but now I don't like this anymore, you know, and we can change and it's okay.
Yeah. That's the reason that we never gonna know ourselves so well, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Something that is funny about, yeah, once you like it now, but now you don't like.
Yeah.
I always like it affectionate expressions in public. An example, a big love declaration in public, or I don't know. I always liked this, but now I think it's so old school, and I just prefer a letter, a declaration of love in a letter, just something, just me and the person who I love. And my mom says, Anna, but you like this. No, I like it in the past. I don't like anymore. And that sometimes it's hard to see that what you like it one day, now you don't. And
Yeah.
yeah. And you, Márcio, why is so important for you the self-discovery in life?
So, in my case, it's very, very important, uh, this self discovery, because I think this moment is the best moment for me, self discovery, because in the past, when I was younger, for example, I used the phrase discovery. I work a lot about my goals. For example, I want to achieve one goal, the future. I see it's possible, but this moment for me, I think is a good moment for self discovery in my life, my thinking, and another things. This moment, I like to read different books. For me, help a lot. Exercise my brain, learn different things. Is for me is the best moment about self discovery in my life, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the self-discover or learning process or self-awareness, it's always a process that every single day we are looking for to know a little bit more, a little bit more. Let's go to the question number 2. Can you share personal experience when you have engaged in soul searching to better understand yourself? Soul searching. The first time I see this expression. Who wants to start?
Yeah, I can.
But what is
Go
soul
ahead.
searching? I just want to
Soul
know what
searching. Let me see. Is one of the new expressions that we have. To soul search is to deeply reflect on one's thought or feelings. Let me put the meanings of the phrases here in chat. So to deeply reflect on one's thoughts or feelings. I think something that we are doing here, it's like a soul search, because sometimes you go deeply about some philosophic topic, that is how to know yourself is a philosophical topic, and we are going deeply reflecting about this. So that is soul searching.
Okay, go ahead, Marcio.
Okay, thank you. About this question, the experiences in the last year, for example, I have been period employment. This period for me is so searching. I forgot this pronunciation because I think about my life, my qualities, and another thing is I study a lot about difficult to get a new job. For example, I reflect, no, reflexão. I forgot reflexão about my life, my quality, about the difficult period I had in the past. I think this helped me hard about another goals because in the futuro I don't want happening again with me this situation, employment, for example. I need evolve more my qualities and another things for the future is more easy transition
Yes.
this time. I think this happening, this experience, I remember now, I share with you. That's it.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing, Marcio. That time in our life is always a time that we need to stop and reflect and learn a lot. And for you, Bruno, can you share some personal experience where you have engaged in soul searching?
Well, in my case, when I was younger, around my 20s, I decided to quit my job, because I always worked on the international business, market that is basically it's a really stressful environment, but you can find yourself in this area if you want, you just need to have patience to find the right place to work. And in that moment I was like, I need to move to another job, another company, because I'm not so happy, in that company. I was like working in the same place, doing the same work for 4 years, almost 4 years, and I was like, it was enough for me, and I decided to go to work at a cruise, like a ship company, and I was so excited because I was like I was just about to live a dream, because I would go to all over the world, and living in a a ship and work in the same place. So, and it was like my huge goal in that moment, you know. So I quit and I went there. I did a lot of courses, you know, because to work in a cruise demands to enroll in a lot of courses. And I did, and I spent so much money there. But when I went there, I realized that it was totally different about what I
Can
was
imagine it.
thinking about it, you know. Yeah. And when you are there, you know, it's like the job in general is like it's good. You can adapt yourself in that situation, but the people are different. The place is real. It's different, you know, totally different, and your mind start to be like different in a bad way, you know. And because of I was not uh, so I didn't have so much experience in life in that moment, so for me it was not so good, you know. And I worked there, but not the time that I was waiting for, you know. And I decided to quit as well. And then when I come back to home, I start to think about my life, what I have, what I had done, you know, because it's like it's not just about the money and the time that you spend there, but that I spent there, but it was about a personal thing that I was looking for and I didn't achieve, you know. So I in that moment I was so uh, hurt, you know. Yeah. Yeah, but then with time, I realized that sometimes we need to leave some situations and for after that learn with your mistakes and be a better person, you know, and maybe in the future do something different, you know.
Yes.
Life is
Yes.
like this, you know. Life is for this, you know. So it was a good experience for me.
Very good. Very good. It's part of our process, you know.
Yeah.
And for you, Nayara, what was the last time that you passed through this?
This year, you know, because there are two things that happened that changed my life this year. One is Talk and Talk. It's called Talk and Talk, you know, because I come here to just to learn English, you know, just for that, just to have a conversation here with people that I don't know, but just to learn a little more about I don't know, maybe grammar, vocabulary, and these things. But when I realized that, oh my God, but it's not that. It's not to learn English here. And I start to see that, oh, here I need to say about myself. Here I need to express what I'm really feeling about about everything. You know, I need to share my ideas. It's different. It's not just to learn English. Is to learn about communication and make relationship, because I need to talk to people. And actually I don't like people, you know, I prefer dogs and cats, and this is really weird for me. And when I realized that, oh my God, I think I'm changing here in Talk and Talk, you know, and but in the good way, of course, you know. And
Yes.
this is of course, this is was really important to me here in Talk and Talk. I think I improved my English, but I I improved me like a person, you know. And now I feel better with this. And another thing is, in the last year, I was in a toxic. I don't know if this pronunciation toxic
Yeah.
company, and my mental health was terrible, you know. And after 2 years working in that company, I decided to leave. And at the beginning of this year, I told myself, okay, I don't want to search another job. First, I want to take care of myself. So I start to learn English, and I went to the gym. Like, I did more exercise during my day, I do therapy. I still have doing therapy, and I think it's important. And I think is that I have not I'm not going anymore to the gym because I started in this new job this month, so I have a lot of new informations in my mind, so it's difficult. But now I realize something that it's really interesting. It's about limits, because I don't know how I can say this in English, so I just want to resumir. Eu trabalhei durante 2 anos em uma outra empresa e eu fui extremamente maltratada, assim. Eu escutei coisas absurdas, sabe? E quando a gente está iniciando uma outra empresa, eu tenho, sei lá, 6 anos de experiência na minha área, eu trabalho na área financeira. Só que quando você começa em uma outra empresa, são novos processos, enfim, por mais que você tenha experiência, são processos diferentes que você tem que aprender. E eu escutei, tipo, coisas bizarras da pessoa que estava me explicando, tipo, já no primeiro mês, nessa empresa que eu fiquei durante 2 anos. Foi coisas assim, tipo, eu não vou repetir isso aqui para você de novo, né? Eu já te expliquei isso. Você tem que anotar, e coisas assim, ó, só faltava pegar um chicote mesmo e bater nas minhas costas. E nessa que eu tô agora, tá sendo totally different, tipo, totally. E agora eu consigo ver o quanto é importante a gente se atentar a esses detalhes, né, do ambiente que a gente está. Então, se a gente se conhece, a gente já passou por aquela situação e a gente não quer vivenciar aquilo de novo, e a gente tem que colocar os limites. Então, assim, nesse novo emprego, eu reparei assim, não estou entendendo, você está passando as coisas muito rápidas. Eu já peguei e já falei, olha, preciso que você me explique um pouquinho mais devagar, porque eu tô com um pouco de dificuldade. E, tipo, a menina foi super empática, entendeu? E é isso, sabe? É empatia mesmo pelo outro. E você se conhecer é muito importante, porque você consegue colocar limites, né, nas relações.
Yes, because do not understand something when you are learning is totally normal. And when you are in a toxic environment, you start to think that what is happening there in this toxic environment is normal. As the same when you are in a toxic relationship. Do you think it's normal to be called as a craze? No, are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I'm just complaining about what you are saying. And you think that is normal, someone call you as someone that is crazy, or to be treated as you were in this other job. So that is for me, that is the problem to a toxic environment. Além de trazer vários traumas e tal, para mim o pior de todos é que ele faz, o ambiente tóxico, ele faz coisas que não são normais parecerem normais. E aí você passa a aceitar aquilo como realidade. Não, é normal eu ser tratada desse jeito. Não, eu comecei num trabalho novo, então ninguém gosta de mim aqui, então é normal as pessoas falarem comigo desse jeito. Não, eles estão me pagando, eles têm direito de fazer isso. Não, não tem. Para mim, esse é o principal problema do ambiente tóxico. Que ele mexe, assim, em algumas coisas, né? Dentro da gente. We still have more 5 minutes, and I would like to jump to the question. Number 10. What advice would you give to someone who is interested in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and wants to know themselves better? Que tipo de dica vocês dariam? If you can resume em um único advice. Márcio, which advice would you give to someone who wants to embark in this journey?
So, about the advice, I I would like one other person. The first, understanding you. Not to try want more. I forgot. Explain this. Não tente ser mais do que você é. Entenda seu momento, entenda quem você é e o que você consegue fazer com o que você tem nesse momento, em trabalho que você tem, para você poder avançar e conseguir o que você almeja. E tem gente que já pensa que tem, mas não tem. Veja o que você tem. Entenda você. Então, esse é o principal conselho que eu gostaria de dar.
Yes. Very good. Very good. And you, Bruno, which advice would you give?
Well, I believe that, the advice that I would like to give is that we can do whatever we want, in life, whatever we want. If we want to know ourselves and go to a journey, we can do it, but remember that is not everything good for us, So if you are in a situation that people are saying to you, hey, let's do it, let's do that, think twice and look if it's really good for your life or not, because it's not everyone that is your real friend. So think twice before to do something, to not be regret about that,
Yes.
That's it.
Very good. For me, if I need to give an advice, is almost like Bruno said, and what we started discussing here about to say no. Because when we don't say no to others, we are saying no to ourselves. So if you want to put some limit, it's because you know yourself enough to say, no, that's my limit. And when you don't know what is your limit, you will agree with things and commit with things that you can't or then you don't want. And that's a total big problem for you. So to know yourself is important, to know your limits, and to know your limits is important to put your limits. And you, Nayara, what is your advice?
Yes, I can agree more with you. I think is that about the limits, but I think it's important to believe in yourself. Like Bruno said, if you want to do something, just do it. Because a lot of people around you, you say, oh, you will not achieve this, just forget. If you have some dream, you can just go ahead, because the people will look at you and they will say, oh, I think this is not possible for you, because you don't have the knowledge enough to achieve this goal, for example, because I remember that I listened these things when I was looking for a better job for me, because I choose my job and not my job choose me, because I was looking for a job that provides me a good environment and a good salary, of course. And yes. I got this job because I have constancy and focus in what I want, so, okay, I want this, so I will fight for this until I get it, and I think this is important. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe,
Yes.
So first you need just to have your dreams and go and fight for your dreams. This is the most important, and stop to care about what the others think about you.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. That immersion, it's being so deep for me and so important to reflect. And one more time, that's more than just the English. It's about to to go in a deep conversation. Because if it's because of the English, you can talk with artificial intelligence, and it's for free to talk with an artificial intelligence. But with the artificial intelligence, you cannot talk about these deep and reflexive topics. Guys, I will finish the live.